One of the books I've read during this summer was SPQR, A History of Ancient Rome by the well-known academic Mary Beard. This is a book about Roman history, of course, and it is a book that I would recommend it to people who have a genuine and more deep interest in history than mere dates, events, and persons. In this book, Mary Beard goes into depth in Roman history. She examines the hows and whys Rome became what we call the Roman Empire, and it deals with many aspects of Roman life, Roman politics, but it is not just a record of events. It goes beyond that. It tries to analyze all the material we've got in our hands about ancient Rome, and it certainly debunks some myths about it. It also shows very clearly how the Romans thought about themselves, or rather how their way of thinking developed over the years, over the centuries. That because Rome was not built in a day, as the saying goes, and certainly the Roman Empire and what we call Rome is not defined by a short period of time, the way we picture it due to movies and maybe historical fiction. It's rather a very intriguing story, and in this book the questions that are asked and the answers we get offer us a deep insight into what was really going on behind the scenes, let's say, what it meant to be Roman, and how Rome's relations with the rest of the world developed over the centuries. All in all, it's a very interesting read. Of course, it demands a rather educated reader, in the sense that you've got to know the basics of Roman history. It's not an introduction to Roman history, it's rather an analysis of Roman history. And of course you should take your time with this book. It's a hefty volume, but also it requires some careful and dedicated reading to get to the point, let's say. So it's of course it's totally enjoyable. I think it's going to be one of the great reference books about Roman history in the years to come. So if you get this book, if you read it, I hope you will enjoy it as much as I did, and I would be glad if you drop a comment about it, whether you liked or disliked it. So that was SPQR by Mary Beard.